At a Footlocker store in East Point has been hurt, but this time it's not a supply chain issue. Police say the product made it onto the delivery truck, but it wasn't delivered.
It's always something. Oh, what's going on with you YouTube? Jumpin' Chris here. We're coming back at y'all with another vid, and we have a little discussion video about some craziness that I read upon, but I just kind of want to talk about this situation. But before I do need to give a big shout out to my man, Big A Customs. Please make sure you guys follow him on his IG. This is my homie from a long time ago. Like, we used to travel to all the SneakerCons together. I believe he still does travel with SneakerCon, but he does all the custom work, like legit custom bands through, you know, for all kind of stuff, for your phone cases, your, you know, Apple wristwatch, all kind of stuff, man. He has all kind of crazy stuff. So make sure you guys check out all the links below, and we are running a discount code for you guys. Is JMK10. So definitely you guys want to check it out. Like I said, big homie, man. Big A Customs. He does phone cases, wristband, watches, everything. Anything you guys need. There it is, guys. His number, his IG post and all that. And here it is, guys. This is the new phone case. The Louis Vuitton here. This is fire. And this is, look, even have the wallet. Wow, perfect with the LV print here, you guys can see. And this is legit LV product that he does customize up. He cuts up the bag and he makes materials like this here. And look at the quality. The quality is fire. This is some legit stuff. And if you don't need the one with the wallet, he does have regular ones too as well. This is the one from Obat, from back in the day that we done. And like I said, he does, like, you know, bracelets, wristbands, and also Apple wristwatches and all kind of stuff, man. He can do whatever you want, man. So shouts my boy Big A Custom, big homie, man. So definitely more crazy shenanigan news in the sneaker world. I'm surprised no one has been really talking about it, but we always knew about FedEx drivers. Now, I have nothing against FedEx drivers. I'm sure majority of the people that do work at FedEx or UPS or whatever are genuine, nice people and actually trying to do their jobs. But you have a couple bad apples, and you do hear stories, especially with like shoes gone missing, lost in the package, especially last year during like the fragment gods, and it was also the releases of the lots. A lot of packages was missing and stolen. I actually even did a video last year about it, how my FedEx driver, I think the box got messed up and I thought it was stolen. My wife sent me, I was like, yo, what's up with the box? But anyways, in news in Detroit, hey, shout out to Detroit, man. I was in Detroit a couple weeks ago for the Kicks for Your Soul event. It was a good time, man. Everyone in Detroit seems very nice. But a person that worked in Detroit, 40 years old, Morris Jones, was arrested. Potentially embezzlement case that was raised by Footlocker's loss prevention agent. According to the records, police spoke to the agent, and Jones is allegedly been taking deliveries instead of to Footlocker to his home. And apparently the police came to his house, searched, and they found like over almost $100,000 worth of product, like sneakers. And there's a little photo here, as you guys can see. I'm seeing it. Like, you can see all kind of stuff. And I mean, this is all allegedly. I mean, could this been his collection? Is there more? Because that doesn't really look like over $100,000 worth. Because if I was to calculate, this is just one picture that we're seeing, by the way. They said about $96,000, almost 100K. So if I were to do rounded about, let's say a pair of Jordans were $200, that's roughly to 480 pairs at his house. 480 pairs. That's a lot of freaking pairs, guys. Like, that's, what was this man thinking? Like, did you not think you were gonna get caught? Like, you thought this was gonna like be like okay? Man, I haven't shopped at Footlocker and Champs in a long time. Like, I barely ever hit on that Flex app. So hey, is this one of the reasons why I haven't hit on the Flex app? It was a FedEx driver that was probably getting shipments from, let's say, I'm guessing like Memphis or something like that. He probably knew what the boxes looked like, and they were shipped to was supposed to ship to Footlocker, but never made it to Footlocker. You know, sometimes I guess things just fall off the truck. Guessing it happened way too many times, and most likely Footlocker usually do. They just file a claim, how things get stolen. They kind of investigate and look into it. So, and eventually they kind of found out like, hey, one of the FedEx drivers been taking some stuff. So they went to the man's house and they saw a whole bunch of shoes, and it's a lot of pairs to be embezzling, man. Like, I get it, man. People have been taking L's and whatever, but that is definitely not the way, especially when you have a career at FedEx or UPS or whatever. You know, that's a pretty decent, good job. It's really tough because, like, I'm actually going through a thing with UPS right now. So I'm not saying that UPS or FedEx, which one is actually better, but I'm actually going through a thing with UPS. I did a deal with someone, GUA, and it looks like my man's dropped it at UPS, and once it got dropped off, it's nowhere to be found now. So we're dealing with that. I did an open investigation, but it looked like it's pretty much a done deal. I don't know. It's one of those things. Like I said, it sucks. I never have too much trouble. I want to say at least 99% of my packages do come to me. I want to say at least 99.25 or something like that does. But there is occasional things where, like, maybe something gets lost or something. But usually it kind of just comes around, like when I ever ship things out to somebody, and if the package gets stolen or gone missing, somehow it eventually comes back to the return address to me. It has happened before. It just showed up at my P.O. box one time. But for this to happen, for him to actually take it, it actually kind of sucks, man. And as of lately, how things are just kind of sitting and not selling. What is the point? You know, I don't think, unless Detroit, I don't know too much about Detroit area, but like, I don't think that most Footlocker gets a lot of good stuff that does move. Like, you know, even Jordans, a lot of retros lately has been sitting. So the stuff that you're stealing is kind of not really worth the take, you know, unless you're trying to sell it for under retail or something. But it's free stuff. Maybe he just wants a personal collection. I don't know. He wants a free personal 400 pair collection. I'm thinking that he was buying it to sell it, because that many pairs, what are you gonna do with 400 pairs, you know, for yourself? That's too much. But, like, you know, to actually sell it, like, a lot of shoes just been sitting lately, especially with the stuff that Footlocker gets. It's not like they get, like, you know, the Travis Scotts or, you know, the crazy collabs, the hyped up stuff. Footlocker, they've been getting like a lot of bricks, a lot of retro GRs, like, you know, those things are now sitting in stores. So what is the point of you kind of stealing on that stuff, man? I mean, if you were to have to sell it, you would probably have to sell it for probably less than retail. I mean, I get it. It's you know, it doesn't cost you any money, $0 just to steal it. But hey, is it really worth all that risk, man? It's just a crazy world we live in. Because, like, even earlier this year, I knew someone that, you know, he was a reseller down in Cincinnati, and he got almost all his pairs stolen from his storage unit. And, you know, they just he basically took everything. And eventually he just brought himself back up, and now he owns a store. So definitely props to my guy that picked himself back up. But for some people to steal it, it's just like, it is not the move, man. It is not the way for the crime, and to lose everything, and probably end up definitely gonna get some jail time, especially for that amount. I'm pretty sure maybe Footlocker or Nike probably press charges, because that's a lot of money, man. Think about a store with, like, if a store loses about $100,000 worth of product, and that's what they could have used for sales, that doesn't look good for stores too if they can't sell it. Because usually these stores, like Footlocker and so on, like, they usually have to meet like a quota per week or per day, and if they're not getting any product, they can't sell anything. So again, it's not worth the crime, guys. It's just a crazy world that we live in, y'all, and it just kind of, like I said, it just kind of sucks. But I just want to do this little discussion video. If you guys heard about it yet, about the FedEx driver that did steal about almost $100,000 worth of product. Hey, nothing's really safe anymore. That's why, like, when I do deals with people, like, if they hit on Nike, I always say, like, hey, man, hit me up when you get in hand. All right, hit me up when you get in hand. We can't really, I don't like to finalize a deal before you have the shoe in hand, because you just never know, you know. Package could get stolen, Nike can cancel your order, or, you know, God forbid, it gets stolen off your porch or something. So that's why you gotta be very careful with this type of thing, man. But anyways, just a little discussion video for you guys, man. You guys let me know what you guys think about this situation. I will see you this weekend in St. Louis at the Greater Sneaker Society, guys. Should be a good time. I will have a table, and then next week I will see you guys in Chicago for the sneaker culture event, man. Definitely it's gonna be a good time. Glad to be back at the sneaker culture Chicago. That's right. Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on my social media at German Chris on IG, sometime on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. And I'm also on TikTok. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all, love y'all. I'm German Chris. Peace.